Welcome, ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, to Mountain Island Fitness from Charlotte, North Carolina, as we bring you the East Coast Basketball League Game of the Week. Back here in the Queen City as the 2-1 Carolina Crusaders match up with the 0-3 Charlotte Tribe. I'm Petey Doris. Alongside me is my colleague, Craig Green. Craig, back in the Charlotte area.
Right back here in the Queen City. Always good to be back in Mountain Island Fitness. Second time here for the East Coast Basketball League Game of the Week. And let's see if the Charlotte Tribe can pull off what we may have to call an upset, Petey. Again, they're winless on the season. They've played tough. They're just under 100 points a game. But the Crusaders come in here and they've got a little momentum, being 2-1 on the year. Lost their last game. But excited to be back here in Mountain Island Fitness. And want to see if the Tribe can get one in the win column today.
Yeah, Craig, we're 7 minutes away for tipping off here at Mountain Island Fitness as the Crusaders, like you said, dropped the last game last week. But this is the first game of the weekend for either one of these teams. The Charlotte Tribe will travel tomorrow and match up with the Snipers from Gastonia, as the Crusaders will welcome into Garden City Magic tomorrow back home. But the Crusaders come in with 10 on the roster today. Going to see how the traveling plays a factor in this for the Crusaders. But Craig, Charlotte Tribe, 2 games here at home. They're 0-3. The last game we're here is opening week against the Hickory Hoyas. But a whole lot different team coming in. They got a couple games under their belts. Fell short in all 3 of the games. They're looking to pick up a win today against the Carolina Crusaders.
They have hung tough pretty much every single game this season. They lost a close one here to the Hickory Hoyas. They lost another close one to Petersburg by just 2 points. They lost to the Primetime Players, who are undefeated 4-0 by just only 3 points. So they've been in every single game. What they have to do today is just do the little things right to get them over the hump and get that dub, because clearly they're competitive, clearly they're game, but something happens where there's a breakdown and they just don't execute at the end. They did make a very nice comeback against the Primetime Players last week, held the PT Pierce to under 50 points in the second half, fell just 3 points short. So will today be the day for the Charlotte Tribe at home here in the East Coast Basketball League Game of the Week?
Yeah, with a couple missing in their roster, Van Turner not playing again today. He hasn't played all season. Will that be a factor, or will they need to wait for Van Turner to get back and get in a Charlotte Tribe jersey before they pick up the win? But they like to get a win here today against the Carolina Crusaders, who just arrived about 15 minutes ago. And slowly some of the players are still trickling in with just 4:45 left. Can the Charlotte Tribe manage to get a fast-paced start, set the pace, and get going with the victory today?
I think they can. I think it's going to take players like Chris Ray to help them out today with situations like that. Chris Ray, a veteran player in this league, knows exactly what he needs to do on the floor. I think Chris Ray is going to be one of the key factors for the Charlotte Tribe to get a victory today. He's Chris Ray averaging right now just around 10 points a game and only about 8 rebounds a game. So I think if we can get 15 and 10 from Chris Ray today, 20 and 10 from Chris Ray, I think the Charlotte Tribe are going to like their results.
Yeah, in that first game, Chris Ray we saw against Hickory Hoyas, he went out. He got injured early, hit the floor, collided in the first half with the Hickory Hoya player. And, second half, he was playing, but it wasn't the same Chris Ray that we know.
And he's out there today, his 4th start of the season for the Charlotte Tribe. And let's see if he can get out there and give him a full 48 if they need him to. It's going to take a heck of an effort to get over the hump against the Carolina Crusaders. Again, 2-1, lost their last game. So both teams, look coming in off a loss, PD, and they're looking to leave out of here with a W. You can't split the points here today. Somebody's going to go home with a loss. Somebody's going to take the dub with them.
Carolina Crusaders in the Southern Conference, the Southeast Division of the East Coast Basketball League. They need to win today because next week is the Southeast Divisional Showdown against the Garden City Magic, who are 1-1 on the season. But we don't want to get too far ahead of us, Craig, as we got plenty of games on tap today. We're going to go ahead and touch base on the schedule for today.
So earlier matchups we had this afternoon, the Rowan County Bulls got a win on the road against the North Carolina Capitals. The Bulls defeated the Capitals by a score of 138 to 132.
That's the second Capitals loss at home this season in the early season. You know, it's amazing that, you know, they got a great facility there, great players, but for Rowan County to go, and we saw Rowan County the same weekend we were out here in the first week. And, you know, it's a whole lot different team than we saw that weekend. To pick up the road win, that's a huge road win for them, traveling 2.5 hours back to Wake Forest and picking up the win today.
That's got to feel good for the Bulls, just like you said, because that's a long road trip. Go in the car, go in the van, and take that ride all the way up here to Wake Forest. And again, just like you said, it's a great atmosphere there at Wake Prep Academy for the Capitals. But they got to give their home fans something to cheer about. Speaking of trying to give the home fans something to cheer about, the Panthers leading at the end of the first quarter against the Petersburg Cavaliers, 32-25. The Hickory Hoyas also trailing at home against the Gastonia Snipers at the end of the first quarter, 28-27. Actually got an update from both games at the half, Petey. It's 62-58 Gastonia against Hickory. That's at halftime. And also at the half, the Panthers have maintained their lead over the Petersburg Cavaliers. They're up at the half, 53-47. Games at 5 o'clock include, outside of our game, the Garden City Magic are hosting the Primetime Players, who are 4-0 on the season. The Carolina Thunder play host to the South Carolina Upstate Redhawks. And then tomorrow, we've got 3 games on the slate as well. Winston-Salem hosts the Carolina Chosen Lions. The same Charlotte Tribe will travel to Gastonia to play the Snipers. And the Crusaders, who are visiting today, will be the host tomorrow against the Garden City Magic. That's at 5 o'clock.
A lot of games on tap this weekend. 9 games in the East Coast Basketball League this weekend. We're here at the Mountain Island Fitness Center in Charlotte, closing out the pregame. We'll be right back here with starting lineups and a national anthem. You're listening to East Coast Basketball League Game of the Week.
1 in 3 adults in America have pre-diabetes, but most don't know it. To let people know it can be reversed before it becomes type 2 diabetes, professional basketball player Julius Randle is doing everything in reverse.
I'm only dunking with reverse windmills. I drove the whole way to practice in reverse. I don't recommend it. This move's called the reverse shuffle. I do recommend it. And it took me months to learn how to speak in reverse, like this. Here's 10 almost for diabetes type 2 with living Ben has small my.
At Cardinal Family Dentistry, we are honored to serve the community of Apex by providing honest, compassionate dental care. We focus on preventative care and education to make sure all of our patients enjoy optimal dental health, and we offer judgment-free treatment if you're in need of a corrective procedure. Dr. Barker and the rest of the Cardinal Family Dentistry team want to be a resource for you when it comes to your dental health. So we always keep you well informed and offer honest guidance to help you make the best decisions for you and your family. Give them a call today at 919-589-5001. That's 919-589-5001. Or visit them online at cardinalfamilydentistry.com.
Welcome back to Mountain Island Fitness. Petey Doors, Craig Green here, bringing you East Coast Basketball League Game of the Week from Charlotte as the Tribe 0-3 welcome in the 2-1 Carolina Crusaders, who are poised to pick up and keep the losing streak going for the Charlotte Tribe. I want to thank everybody for tuning in on the East Coast Basketball League Hoops YouTube page and also on High Level Media NC. We're going to send it to our national anthem Great performance with the national anthem today from Charlotte. We're going to get underway here from Mountain Island Fitness. PD Doors Craig Green bringing you coverage of Week 4 of the East Coast Basketball League Game of the Week. So the Charlotte Tribe will be in their home jerseys. The red with CLT across their chest. The Crusaders being gray, red, and blue. Blue numbers trimmed in red. The Tribe will come out starting Luke Gibson, Chris Ray, Kennedy Hairston, along with Emilio Parks and Jalen Kennedy. For the Crusaders to come out starting Kenyon Hilton, Janie Alexander, Calvin Cook, Juan Proel, and Joshua Wyndham. The first stab at offense was the Charlotte Tribe. They're coming up short. So we'll see what the Crusaders can do to start off here. 11:46 left, first quarter. Charlotte Tribe and Carolina Crusaders in your game of the week on the East Coast Basketball League.
See how long of a fill-out process there is for both teams as a three is fired up, and that's good for Wyndham.
Wyndham getting the first bucket for Carolina Crusaders, and they get a turnover and ahead. Alexander puts them up 5-0. We can see how the defense for the Crusaders. It's Parks with the elbow shot off the mark, and pulling down the rebound was Hilton. $17 on the shot clock. Looking inside and dumping it off to the big man. Kicking it out, three for Cook.
Ooh.
It was off the window, and it's 2 threes. It's 8-0.
I think they called Wyndham's a 2. I thought it was a 3 myself. But it looks like they called Wyndham's a long 2. But nevertheless, Cook for 3, that was definite. He was way behind the line.
Gibson looking for help, goes to Kennedy. Correction, Hairston. Hairston drive in, finger roll. And the Tribe are on the board.
And a good take by Hairston right up the middle, unafraid to challenge the Crusaders guys down low.
Great defense by Gibson. You got a turnover. Here comes Chris Ray. Looking for a foul call. No foul. Alexander pulls it down. Out to Wyndham. Wyndham could not connect. Parks with the rebound for Charlotte. They trail 7-2. Hairston lobs it up, and Ray misses the alley-oop. Pulling down a rebound. Cooks.
Looking at the official again, asking her why you didn't see that foul.
Baseline jumper. You can count it for Hilton.
Seems like the Crusaders are in a groove early on here, first 2.5 minutes.
9-2, Crusaders lead. Kennedy for three. Too hard with the push from behind, but Wyndham pulls down a rebound.
Nobody but Crusaders underneath, and that's a foul on Ray for tripping him up.
Ray tripped up Cook. First quarter, 9-2. In the second quarter, the Panthers lead 53-47 against the Petersburg Cavaliers. Cook looking to penetrate on Emilio Parks and kicks it to the corner. Steps in, 8-foot baseline jumper. Hilton's on fire with 4 straight points. 11-2, 9-point lead.
Great start for the Crusaders, not so much for the Charlotte Tribe. They can't get anything going offensively right now. Good defense by Carolina.
Gibson feeds Parks, and Parks misses, come down with the rebound, and goes back up, kiss off the window, 11-4.
And that's what they'll need today. They'll need a big game from Emilio Parks as well to be able to control the boards and get some offensive rebounds, give Charlotte some second chances.
Alexander wanted to take that three, swings it over the left side to Wyndham. Wyndham, too short, coming down with the rebound is Gibson. Gibson stops for the left wing. Charlotte Tribe coming up short on every shot other than the ones underneath the goal early. Wyndham. Pro with the screen and going around the screen. Three, and you can count. No, they say it was a 2 by Alexander. Back to a 9-point lead.
The Parks with a stroke.
It's Parks' 4th point for the Tribe.
Yeah, nice mid-range jump shot for Parks, about 16 feet out. Little fadeaway. Didn't know he had that in his arsenal, but that could be something he could use to maybe draw Pro L away from the basket.
Going around the screen and dumps it off to Wyndham. Wyndham to the corner, 3. Off the side of the backboard. And it's a shot clock violation, but it was not a shot clock violation, so the foul would be on, they said it was on Calvin Cook. 13-6, 7, 19 left. The Charlotte Tribe bring the ball up with a full court press. Cook picks up Harrison in the backcourt. Parks with the screen, Harrison around the screen, driving. Gets the foul, but the bucket does not fall. Nice take by Harrison. Emilio Parks with the high screen.
And looks like that was the second foul on Calvin Cook. So decision time for Coach Justin Doris. Does he want to keep him in the game, or does he want to pull him and try to conserve those fouls?
Kenny Harrison, a 5'11" guard, misses the first.
And Cook will sit down. Enter Demaje Hicks.
Misses both free throws. No one there but Blue underneath to get the rebound, and they push it in the front court. And we have a whistle.
Asking for 7:02 on the game clock. It did not start on time.
Wyndham wanted to take that three from the right wing.
He's been ready, willing, and able. First 5 minutes.
Hilton calls out the play at center court. Wyndham popping out. Going around the screen, Alexander kicking it back out right wing, and Hilton goes up and it's stripped. They push it ahead in the front court. Kennedy, two-handed slam. Kennedy gets in the scoring column. Leads back down to 5, 13-8. Charlotte Tribe fighting back.
Streaking down the floor, beat everybody down there, flushed it home with the elevation and the dunk.
Wyndham. Parks picked up Wyndham. Wyndham goes inside on a mismatch down low with a baby hook, and you can count it for Hicks.
Hicks was one-on-one down low and won the battle and scored 2 more points for the Crusaders.
Gibson. Inside to Harrison to go inside to Parks, and Parks trying to pick up a 6-point, coming up empty. 13 on the shot clock. Parks draws the foul, and picking up the foul for the Crusaders. Hicks. The blue blends in with the blue up top, the gray and the blue at the bottom.
It is pretty difficult. Like the numbers on the front of their uniforms, a lot easier to see than the numbers on the back.
Parks looking for point 5 and 6 and makes the first. The Crusaders is led by as many as 9 here in the opening 6 minutes.
See Charlotte chipping away at that, trailing by 6 with another free throw to come. And when you start slow offensively, that's one thing that'll help keep you in the game is
Ray picks up the cheap foul. We got a media timeout, 5:55 left, 15-9. The Crusaders lead the Tribe here from Mountain Island Fitness. We'll be right back with a word from our sponsors.
At Cardinal Family Dentistry, we are honored to serve the community of Apex by providing honest, compassionate dental care. We focus on preventative care and education to make sure all of our patients enjoy optimal dental health, and we offer judgment-free treatment if you're in need of a corrective procedure. Dr. Barker and the rest of the Cardinal Family Dentistry team want to be a resource for you when it comes to your dental health, so we always keep you well-informed and offer honest guidance to help you make the best decisions for you and your family. Give them a call today at 919-589-5001. That's 919-589-5001. Or visit them online at cardinalfamilydentistry.com.
Carolina Crusaders jump out to a 8-0 run on the Charlotte Tribe. The Tribe on a 9-7 run currently trail 15-9. PD Doors, Craig Green here, bringing you coverage of the East Coast Basketball League Game of the Week from Mountain Island Fitness in Charlotte. Wyndham will bring it up for the Crusaders with a 6-point lead. He'll go around the screen, and rolling off the screen was Hicks, but pass wasn't there, and Wyndham shot short.
Hicks could have been called for an offensive foul for sticking the hip out.
Alexander going around Gibson, and a kiss off the window, and that is textbook basketball. Back to an 8-point lead. William Parks wanted to go in, but a foul was called, and be Charlotte's ball right out in front of their bench.
Looks like they called the foul on Wyndham. So again, here's Gibson to inbound.
Gibson to Harrison.
Charlotte playing small here in their backcourt.
Harrison straight away, deep two. 17-11.
They got small guys out here on the perimeter against the Crusaders. Wonder if that size advantage is really affecting the guards of the Charlotte Tribe.
Harrison driving, kicking it. Evans for his first three, no. Ray with a rebound. The Tribe. Gibson wanted to step back for that three. Goes to Ray, and it's off of Hicks.
Tried a quick pass inside to Parks, but went through a couple of Crusader defenders.
Harrison with a long three, and it rims out as DeMonte Evans fouls the shooter. He'll shoot three.
Tribe need all three of these free throws. Again, they've struggled offensively.
Got to score when his clock is stopped with 4:34 left in the first. Cut the 9-point lead Down to 5 as he misses a second. Makes 2 of 3 within 4. 4-point lead for the Crusaders once stood 8-0. Alexander's top of the key. Gibson come off his feet. Alexander drives, kiss off the window, and we have a foul. It's going to be Emilio Parks. I'd have to say is on Hicks. Hicks with the push-off on the rebound.
That's what I thought I saw as well, but referees are going to give it to Hicks, to Parks, excuse me.
17-13. Makes the first. Second free throw is good, make it 19. Back to a 6-point advantage. Chris Ray almost got with a foul, but it's off of the Crusaders.
It's being aggressive and trying to challenge inside, force the Crusaders to defend him or foul him. So I like that strategy.
Inbound to Chris Ray. Chris Ray baseline. Lose it, then it was stripped. Coming out with it is Cook.
Crusaders have 5-on-4, they can hurry up.
Hilton, mid-range, and it's 21-13.
They've done a good job in turning the turnovers from the Tribe into offense of their own. Looks like we have a substitution coming to the table. Erwin Bennett.
Ray will drive, kiss off the window, couldn't get it to fall. He'll head to the free throw line. Bennett will check in for the Tribe.
That's going to be 2 on Hicks. Hicks hit Ray across the top of the head. That was the foul call. So now we'll see if Chris Ray can knock these free throws down, get himself on the board, bring the Tribe back within 2 possessions.
Dennis will also check in for the Charlotte Tribe. As Hicks will have a seat. And Proel will check in for the Crusaders. Ray makes a second free throw. 50% is better than no percent, Craig.
Agreed. Gets him on the board, brings Charlotte within 7. They're within striking range, but you got to get a stop, you got to get a score after that.
Evans driving on Dennis and step back baseline, flushes it home.
Yeah, Evans with a smooth stroke was able to clear a little space with his shoulder. Not too much to draw an offensive foul. Also not enough to draw
nice
contact.
Pass. Chris Ray on the back door. And the Crusaders caught sleeping on defense, 23-16.
Great pass by Gibson. Find Chris Ray cutting to the basket.
Evans is fouled in the act of shooting. That was Bennett with the foul.
Cannot foul the three-point shooters.
It's the second time today.
Got to just let them shoot, let them land. I mean, the best way to defend a three-point shooter is to put your hands up and stand in front of them. Don't impede their progress. Don't impede their falling, their downward land, their downward trajectory to the ground. Don't make contact with them at all.
Making one of the two, Evans. And they say it was a 2 that he was fouled on. Hairston guarded tightly by Hilton. Goes over to Dennis, and Dennis turns it over. Charlotte Tribe need to slow it down. Don't let the Crusaders set the tempo. And that's where they've caught themselves down by as many as 8 here in the first half. Letting the Crusaders set the tempo, getting right out of car 30 minutes prior to game and coming in and running it like they are, as Nolan's 3 is off the mark and out of bounds is not the way you want. When you're at home, you need to own this court. You don't need to let someone else come in, get out of the car 30 minutes prior to game and come in and beat you on your home court.
Agreed. I mean, we saw guys like Larry McLeod and Jeff Dennis out here putting shots up 90 minutes before the game, getting themselves ready for the contest. And the team as a collective came out here starting off slow. 16 points on the board, 2.5 minutes to go here in the first. They're really not clicking on the offensive side of the floor right now.
Dennis couldn't connect on the first free throw.
That's the 6th missed free throw in the first quarter for the Tribe.
McLeod checks in for Chris Ray.
So it's not like they haven't had their chances, Petey. They're just not taking advantage of them.
Hilton will have a seat. And then
Oh, my
Green
goodness.
getting his own missed free throw and going up and overshooting a rim.
That's the kind of day, it's kind of quarter it's been for the Charlotte Tribe. Just Murphy's Law everywhere they go.
Hines checks in for Hilton in the first of the free throws for the Crusaders as Proel continues to climb in the scoring column and is back to 10.
I mean, the Crusaders look cool, calm, and collected and confident. The Tribe look a little disheveled, and the iron has been very unkind to them.
Green misses 2 offensive possessions. No answer for the Charlotte Tribe. Hines. Trying to go backdoor was Cook, but Hines pulls it back out top of the key with 1:46 left in the first. 9 on the shot clock. Hines. Stutter steps on Bennett, drives, and we got an and one. Biggest lead, 12, 28-16.
And the foul on Bennett, that's 2 on Bennett.
Chris Ray will check in for Green as Coach BC not liking the way Green's offense here in the opening quarter. Hines cannot connect on and one. Bennett. Gibson on the left wing. Trying to take Hines off the dribble. There's to Hairston. Hairston guarded by Hilton and puts up the 3. And
It's an ill-advised shot, PD. No one down there at all for the Charlotte Tribe. A hand in your face, kind of a desperation heave.
Chris Ray read the pass from Hines, and Ray driving, putting up a shot, forced the shot, didn't have to quite take the shot, didn't have a good look at it. Hilton for 2.
And Ray was trying to draw contact again, didn't get the call.
Ray switches hands, up and under, missed layup. And
He's just looking for fouls right now, looks like.
no,
Not definitively trying to finish at the rim. I think he's just making sure the referees see the contact. Good defense by Ray. But yeah, PD, again, Chris Ray is a guy I think is going to be the difference maker for the Charlotte Tribe today. I like to see him try to go to the rim and be a little more decisive, play with a little more physicality, a little more anger when he goes up and tries to finish at the rim. Right now, I think he's just trying to draw foul calls.
Wyndham gets the inbounds pass. Baseline, kicks it to the elbow. Back out with 4 on the shot clock. Wyndham, 14-footer. Ray with a rebound. 25 seconds left. 3 seconds separate the shot clock and the game clock. Can the Tribe get a bucket here going into the end of the first quarter? 11 on the shot clock.
Any points for them would be good points. They've struggled mightily on offense.
McLeod. Correction, that was Bennett for 3. 28-19 at end of 1. The Charlotte Tribe trail the Crusaders by 9 at home. You're listening to East Coast Basketball League Game of the Week.
At Cardinal Family Dentistry, we are honored to serve the community of Apex by providing honest, compassionate dental care. We focus on preventative care and education to make sure all of our patients enjoy optimal dental health, and we offer judgment-free treatment if you're in need of a corrective procedure. Dr. Barker and the rest of the Cardinal Family Dentistry team want to be a resource for you when it comes to your dental health. So we always keep you well informed and offer honest guidance to help you make the best decisions for you and your family. Give them a call today at 919-589-5001. That's 919-589-5001. Or visit them online at cardinalfamilydentistry.com.
1 in 3 adults in America have prediabetes, but most don't know it. To let people know it can be reversed before it becomes type 2 diabetes, professional basketball player Julius Randle is doing everything in reverse.
I'm only dunking with reverse windmills. I drove the whole way to practice in reverse. I don't recommend it. This move's called the reverse shuffle. I do recommend it. And it took me months to learn how to speak in reverse, like this. Years 10 almost for diabetes type 2 with living Ben has mama.
The Crusaders lead at the end of one, 28-19 with the ball. The Crusaders, Hines leading the way for the Crusaders is Alexander with 6, followed by Hilton with 6. Hines with 4, and Evans with 3, followed by Cook with 3. And we got a block and foul. Through the first 12 minutes of action, the Crusaders led by as many as 12, 28-16 until the 3 by Bennett. That was the biggest lead in the first. No ties. The Crusaders started off on an 8-0 run. 11:39 left. As Hines will come into play to Hilton right at their bench. Popping out is Wyndham. Wyndham driving, loses the ball. Right in the hands of McLeod. Bennett for 3, wraps around the rim, and coming down with the rebound is Hilton. He'll pull it back out as Hairston's fighting with him. Nice backdoor. Wyndham with a double clutch, reverse layup. Couldn't fall.
I think Wyndham was doing a little too much. He could have just laid it home. He was trying to be fancy.
He was thinking of the block on the proper side of the backboard. It would have been a block if he went off the left side, but coming up short again. No points here in the opening 2 minutes of action. Hines driving on McLeod and
Long
count
two.
it. It was Proel. (30-19). Got an update, end of the third quarter. The Cavaliers lead 81-75 over the Panthers.
And also the Petersburg Cavaliers have taken the lead as well. They now lead 81-75. Oh, you just said that, sorry. 94-83 Snipers right now. And a three-pointer is good.
For Hilton. It's 33-19, 10:03 left. We're going to stay right here, Craig, as Charlotte Tribe starting off the second quarter just like they did in opening minutes.
They did. Nothing happening right now for them at all. I mean, 0 points here in the first 2 minutes, starting off flat, no rhythm to their offense, no rhyme, no reason to what they're doing offensively. It's been a struggle for them right now. The most of the mess was at the free throw line. They missed 6 free throws in the first quarter. It's just been a hot mess for the Charlotte Tribe right now.
Yeah, Crusaders lead 33-19 at 10:03 left in the second quarter. You know, in the first quarter, Crusaders opened up an 8-0 run. Then Charlotte got on the board, went on a 9-2 run, got within 4, 17-13. And then since then, it's been all Crusaders here in the final 4.5 minutes, and then 2 minutes here in the second quarter.
They're playing aggressively and they're playing confidently. And, you know, right now I think they smell blood in the water. They're going to try to finish off the Charlotte Tribe as early as possible because they know they've got a game tomorrow. And if they can rotate some of their reserves and get the reserves some extra minutes, that's what they'll try to do.
Charlotte Tribe checking in the game as Calhoun, first minutes for tonight's game. Hairston going to Calhoun. Calhoun driving, putting up a runner too hard, and chasing down a rebound. McLeod, he'll turn it over. Wyndham ahead, and he turns it right back over to Hairston.
Didn't see Hairston standing right there in
Hairston
the passing
lobbing
lane.
it up. McLeod misses the dunk. And Proel chased it, was able to not haul it in.
And McLeod came over there and knocked the ball out of his hands. It was a frustration move for missing the dunk, but actually a good defensive play by McLeod as well, because now that allows Charlotte to set up their defense.
Hines will bring it up for the Crusaders. 9:31 left, 33-19, 5-0 run for the Crusaders. Going backdoors, Wyndham. Backing his man down and staying right with it, overshooting a goal, sends Proel to the line to shoot 2.
And McLeod is the guilty party. It's going to be a 2-shot foul. McLeod has 1. Right now for the Charlotte Tribe, Bennett has 2, Ray has 2. And for the Crusaders, looks like Calvin Cook, the third, and Demaje Hicks have 2 fouls apiece.
Proel makes it 34-19, 15-point lead. It's our biggest lead tonight.
Charlotte's got to find something that works on offense right now. They're really being stymied by the Crusader defense. They've also had a pretty poor shot selection at times as well.
Calhoun going, flashing through the paint, but Kennedy doesn't give him the ball, and Kennedy takes it himself and does not connect.
Just good defense that time by the Crusaders.
Hines driving off of Proel. That's a turnover. Charlotte Tribe splitting him is Hairston, and it will be Charlotte's ball.
Hines with the quick hands knocked the ball out of Hairston's hand as he was driving to the basket. Looks like Gibson coming back into the game. Hines will sit. Hairston will sit, rather. And then back into the game also, Emilio Parks, who had 5 points in the first quarter.
Long 3 off the right side of the rim, and pulling down a rebound is Demaje Hicks.
No one for the Tribe underneath the rebound.
Alexander to Hines. Hines kicking it. Alexander for 3, and it's good. 37-19.
It's 9 for Alexander, 9 for Hilton. They currently have
What a 9-0 run.
They themselves have almost outscored the Charlotte Tribe on their own.
9-0 run to open up the second quarter, 4 minutes away, and we're going to turnover. No, they say it was off of Hines.
It looked like it bounced off a
Kennedy.
knee. Yeah.
Looked like it went off of Kennedy from our vantage point. Off of Hines. It's Gibson to Calhoun. Calhoun shaking and baking, top of the key, driving, kicking it baseline. Going up, double clutches. Kennedy just threw it up, trying to draw the foul.
Pesky defense by the Crusaders. They've been really bothersome to the Tribe, especially down low. And the Tribe are I think they're doing the right thing. They're trying to get down low. They're trying to take high percentage shots, but the Crusaders are just defending at a high level right now.
Yeah, Kennedy, Parks, and Bennett in for Charlotte Tribe, and the 3 biggest players on the roster, and they're still letting their Crusaders control them on defense.
Yeah, there's no flow whatsoever to the offense.
Nice pass from Alexander, but turnover from Hicks.
And I'll tell you what, imagine if the Crusaders protected the basketball a little better. They might have 50 points right now.
Not even contested with a 3, but he left alone, and it comes right in the hands of Emilio Parks.
I mean, again, the Crusaders have not been pristine and perfect offensively. They've had some sloppy moments. You know, they're up by 18, and they've not played their best basketball.
Calhoun gets them started in the second quarter with 4:40 off the clock. They get their first points.
Sometimes you have to see the ball go in the hoop to feel the confidence.
Back to a 15-point lead. And Wyndham with a long 3. And
the 2 Tribe players almost knocked each other down for the rebound.
Calhoun Up and under Calhoun with 5 straight.
Calhoun could be the spark off the bench they're looking for. You got to lock down defensively if you're Charlotte. They have not done that today so far.
Hines up and under, who traveled.
Got to keep Calhoun on the floor no matter what you do with your rotations if you're Brian Collins, because right now Calhoun is feeling confident and he's playing that way. Look at him go. Look at that pass.
Nice pass to Bennett.
He's playing on his front foot. He's got his eyes up. He's looking. And that pass was, like I said, right on the money.
Calhoun going around the screen by Kennedy. Drives, draws the foul. Calhoun looking for 6 and 7 for the free throw line with 6:14 left. 5-0 run by the Tribe. Just a 5-0 run by Calhoun.
Wyndham called for the foul. Six points for Calhoun all by himself right now. Coming off the bench and contributing right away. That's what the Tribe need. They need the whole Tribe, mind you, to chip in and chip away at this lead.
12-point lead, 37-25, make it 26.
2 of 2 from the line, 2 of 2 from the field.
11-point lead. 3 from the corner, brushes the iron for Cook. Kennedy trying to pass it to Bennett and turns it over. We're going to timeout, media timeout. 34-26, Charlotte Tribe trail the Crusaders. You're listening to High Levels Media's coverage of the East Coast Basketball League Game of the Week from Charlotte.
Sinclair Broadcast Group Incorporated was founded in 1986 and is one of the largest and most diversified television broadcasting companies in the country. Sinclair owns and operates, programs, and provides sales services to 163 television stations in 77 major markets. That's more television stations than anyone in the U.S. We have affiliations with all the major networks including Fox, ABC, MyTV, CBS, NBC, Univision, Azteca, and CW. On behalf of Sinclair Broadcasting Group.
Welcome back, Charlotte Tribe on a 6-0 run, or should we say Calhoun's on a 6-0 run as they trail 37-26, 5:55 left coming out of media timeout. Crusaders with the ball. Wyndham.
Crusaders are still +2 here in the second quarter, but it's good to see the Tribe fight back.
Crusaders with the turnover. They push it ahead. Kennedy draws the and one. And Kennedy looking for a three-point play.
Good, strong finish by Kennedy at the rim. And count the foul against Hicks. That's 3 on Hicks.
And within single digits, 9-point lead. The Charlotte Tribe needed that spark off the bench by Josh Calhoun. Missing three-point opportunity. Cook sprinting in the front court, stopping on the elbow, flushes it home.
Walked right down the court, found his spot, put it up, no problem. Not a whole lot of resistance by the Tribe either.
Chris Ray in trouble, picks up his dribble. Over to Gibson. Gibson looking. Nice feed to Ray. Kicks it to the corner. 3. No. It's Calhoun. Wants it back. Gibson, long 3. Wyndham with the rebound and tipped out to Hines.
Kennedy almost tapped it to a teammate there on that pass, but ended up right in the hands of the Crusaders.
39-28, 4:53 left. Nice feed in the paint as Hicks climbs up the scoring column with his 6 point.
Had to go high off the glass to avoid Chris Ray's long, outstretched arm.
Back to a 13-point lead, second quarter, 41-28. Led by as many as 18, 34-19.
Seven on the shot clock remains for the Charlotte Tribe.
Josh Calhoun will, the 5'10" guard, inbounds it. Goes to Gibson, another 5'10" guard. 3 on the shot clock, and he drains it.
Sweet stroke by Gibson. Welcome to the scoring column for Luke. But still, 11 points to go before you can get this thing level.
Luke Gibson, the point guard for the Charlotte Tribe, has definitely contributed with the assist column tonight, only picking up his first points in the last possession. Calhoun to Parks. Parks foots on the line and right in the hands of Hicks. 3:50 left, 41-30. I want to thank everybody for tuning in on East Coast Basketball League Game of the Week for Mountain Island Fitness in Charlotte. Crusaders with the 2-1 record in the Charlotte Tribe, winless this season. Hicks backdoor to Wyndham. Wyndham baseline stopping and popping, could not connect. Volley with the rebound, right to Chris Ray. Calhoun wanted to take that 704 area code free three. Shot was blocked. Call it goaltending, or from my vantage point, Craig, it looked like it was coming down. So Gibson. Calhoun will head to the free throw line.
I thought it was a good block myself, but must have been some contact on the way up.
Gibson knew right where to go, and he swung it to Calhoun, and Calhoun took it straight to the hole. Calhoun couldn't connect on the free throw.
Again, missing from the free throw line that's been plaguing the Charlotte Tribe early on in this game.
Proel will check in for Wyndham.
To this point, PD, they've missed 9 free throws already. And you're trailing by 11, there's a lot of your deficit right there.
McLeod comes in for Luke Gibson. Calhoun makes 1 of 2. 41-31.
Calhoun off the bench, PD, is leading the Charlotte Tribe in scoring with 8 points. How was that not a travel?
Evans got away with the travel. Josh Hines going around the screen. Finds Mr. Ray. 4 on the shot clock. Evans, long range 3. Too hard off the iron. And McLeod's wondering why no foul was called as he hit the floor.
So was I.
2:46 left. Gonna get it within single digits. As McLeod passing in traffic. Josh Calhoun will come in to Parks.
Can the Tribe bring it? Sorry, Petey. Can the Tribe bring it down to single digits here once again and keep it there?
McLeod for mid-range, flushes the hole, 41-33.
First points for McLeod, and again, he was out here early on, about 3 o'clock, taking jumpers in here. He and Jeff Dennis.
Hines taking McLeod to the hole, dropping it off, and misses. The easy bunny was Hicks.
And Hilton got a little too aggressive with Calhoun and fouled him. I think it was more of a frustration foul, and he's asking the ref, what did he do? Well, what did you do? You touched him too much.
41-33, 2:06 left.
Final 2 minutes here for the Charlotte Tribe. Gotta want to stop the bleeding. Want to keep the Crusaders off the scoreboard here. Try to chip away at this 8-point deficit. You need really good possessions here. No turnovers.
Kicking it to Parks. Parks mid-range jumper's good. That's where Parks is flawless inside that mid-range shot.
He's got that 16 to 18-foot jump shot down pat. I would still like to see him a little closer to the rim in case he misses, but hey, if it ain't broke, don't fix it. And this time McLeod will be called for the foul. That's his second foul. And that foul in the act of shooting while Prowell was on his way up. So Prowell going to the line, Petey, looking for points number 6 and 7 with 1:35 to go, and the Tribe down by 2 possessions.
Tribe on a 16-4 run in the last 6.5 minutes. Seven-point lead. Can the Tribe keep cutting into the deficit? Parks. And it will stay right with Charlotte.
Parks was trying to backpedal his way behind the three-point line. Not the smartest play, I don't think, in that moment. Just get to your spot on the floor, take your shot.
42-35, Parks deep 2. And coming down with a rebound and fighting. That was Kennedy who hit the floor.
Kennedy skying for the rebound. Had 2 hands on it first, but off a Crusader will stay here with 1:21.
Kennedy looking to shake and bake on the baseline. Verse layup, and it's good. The Tribe, 18-5 run.
Fighting back. Charlotte Tribe looks like they're trying to find a groove late here in the first half. Crusaders have slowed down to a crawl here, have not been able to take advantage of the Charlotte Tribe, their lack of offensive prowess today.
Hilton from the corner, in and out. Rebound, going up, and Parks getting away without a foul. Bennett, alley-oop to Ray, and Ray brings down the house, 42-39.
Great pass, fantastic look by McLeod to throw it up to Ray, who says, "Dunka Shane."
Royal setting a high screen. It's going to be a turnover. No, and ahead to Parks. Emilio Parks.
Crusaders tripping over their own feet in the last minute and change.
And a shot at the buzzer. 42-41. 22-5 run in the final. 9-16 by the Charlotte Tribe. They're within 1 at halftime. We'll be right back here with stats, facts, and figures from the first half after a word from our sponsors.
1 in 3 adults in America have prediabetes, but most don't know it. To let people know it can be reversed before it becomes type 2 diabetes, professional basketball player Julius Randle is doing everything in reverse.
I'm only dunking with reverse windmills. I drove the whole way to practice in reverse. I don't recommend it. This move's called the reverse shuffle. I do recommend it. And it took me months to learn how to speak in reverse, like this. Years 10 almost for diabetes type 2 with living Ben has mama. In other words, my mom has been living with type 2 diabetes for almost 10 years. So together, we want to say to the 84 million Americans at risk, exercise and healthy eating can help reverse prediabetes. Start by taking a simple 1-minute risk test at doihaveprediabetes.org.
Brought to you by the Ad Council and its prediabetes awareness partners.
Bet he can't say that in reverse.
At Cardinal Family Dentistry, we are honored to serve the community of Apex by providing honest, compassionate dental care. We focus on preventative care and education to make sure all of our patients enjoy optimal dental health, and we offer judgment-free treatment if you're in need of a corrective procedure. Dr. Barker and the rest of the Cardinal Family Dentistry team want to be a resource for you when it comes to your dental health. So we always keep you well informed and offer honest guidance to help you make the best decisions for you and your family. Give them a call today at 919-589-5001. That's 919-589-5001. or visit them online at cardinalfamilydentistry.com.
Hey, hon, what you doing with your phone? Taking pictures?
No, I'm asking it questions.
Like what?
Hey, Bobo, do flowers have best friends?
I'm sorry. I'm afraid I don't know that.
Hey, follow me. I want to show you something. Look, flowers do have best friends.
Whoa.
Some answers can only be found in nature. Discover the unsearchable. Visit discovertheforest.org to find a trail near you. Brought to you by the United States Forest Service and the Ad Council.
Need help planning your next sporting event? Sit back and relax. Event Management has got you covered. Whether a charity call, fundraiser, a preseason showcase, or a regular season game day operation, let Sit Back and Relax handle the details. Single game, tournament, and full season event planning and logistics services available. No matter how big or small, SBR has you covered. Just sit back and relax while the professionals at Sit Back and Relax take care of the rest. Visit SBRNC.com or call 919-264-8418 to get started.
Sinclair Broadcast Group Incorporated was founded in 1986 and is one of the largest and most diversified television broadcasting companies in the country. Sinclair owns and operates, programs, and provides sales services to 163 television stations in 77 major markets. That's more television stations than anyone in the U.S. We have affiliations with all the major networks including Fox, ABC, MyTV, CBS, NBC, Univision, Azteca, and CW.
1 point separate the Carolina Crusaders and the Charlotte Tribe in the East Coast Basketball League Game of the Week. Petey Doors, Craig Green here live at Mountain Island Fitness in Charlotte. Craig, first quarter, Crusaders. Second quarter, opening 3 minutes, Crusaders. The final 9 minutes, Charlotte Tribe. They ended the first half on a 22-5 run to cut it within one. Down by as many as 18 at the 8:49 mark, 37-19.
They came all the way storming back and had a fantastic end to that second quarter. Again, they outscored the Crusaders in the second quarter. We talked about the 22-5 run. 22-14 was the final tally for the second quarter. And the final, 22-14 in the second quarter. And a great way to finish the period for the Charlotte Tribe. Again, they were starting off slow. They've been missing a lot of free throws. They've had a lot of trouble getting their offense going. But, again, their defense started leading the way for them. They brought in Josh Calhoun. Calhoun came off the bench with 8 points in that second half. And next thing you know, things started turning around. They were able to turn some of those turnovers into points. And now we've got ourselves a ball game.
42-41, Carolina Crusaders lead the Charlotte Tribe at halftime. We got a final for Hickory. The Gastonia Snipers pick up the 121-117 victory over the Hickory Hoyas. That was a final score. Still in the fourth quarter, the Cavaliers at the end of three led 81-75. Craig, you got some box scores from this game?
Leading the way for the Carolina Crusaders, they were led by Keon Hilton and Jalen Alexander. Each had 9 points in the first half. DeMaje Hicks and Quan Proel had 6 points apiece for the Crusaders. And on the other side for the Charlotte Tribe, they were paced by Emilio Parks with 9, Josh Calhoun off the bench with 8, Jalen Kennedy and Kenny Hairston with 6. Chris Ray had 5.
And I'll tell you what, Chris Ray with just 5, if he can, like we said in pregame, if he can put up 15 and 10 or 15 and 7, you know the Crusaders will have trouble in the second half if Chris Ray can get on.
And we talked about, the size and the length of the Charlotte Tribe. They got big guys down there, Parks, Kennedy as well, and Chris Ray, and especially McLeod, who's a long player. These are guys who, again, can stretch the floor, who can defend, can make things really hard for the Crusaders. They just have to get their legs underneath them. The game's got to slow down a little bit. And I think we're going to see a very competitive next 24 minutes of this game.
All right, we're 8:50 away from getting started here in the second half. We'll have the second half coverage coming up in just a moment from Mountain Island Fitness.
Listen and imagine. It takes 5 seconds to send a text, and for those 5 seconds, you're driving blind. Life is worth more than a text. Stay alive. Don't text and drive.
Visit StopTextStopWrecks.org, a message brought to you by the National Highway Traffic Safety Administration, Project Yellow Light, Noise, and the Ad Council.
1 in 3 adults in America have prediabetes, but most don't know it. To let people know it can be reversed before it becomes type 2 diabetes, professional basketball player Julius Randle is doing everything in reverse.
I'm only dunking with reverse windmills. I drove the whole way to practice in reverse. I don't recommend it. This move's called the reverse shuffle. I do recommend it. And it took me months to learn how to speak in reverse, like this. Years 10 almost for diabetes type 2 with living Ben has mama. In other words, my mom has been living with type 2 diabetes for almost 10 years. So together, we want to say to the 84 million Americans at risk, exercise and healthy eating can help reverse prediabetes. Start by taking a simple 1-minute risk test at doihaveprediabetes.org.
Brought to you by the Ad Council and its prediabetes awareness partners.
Bet he can't say that in reverse.
Welcome back to Mountain Island Fitness. PD Doors, Craig Green here, bringing you the East Coast Basketball League Game of the Week. The Charlotte Tribe trail the Carolina Crusaders 42-41. Craig, we got a game here in the second half with 24 minutes to go. Can the Charlotte Tribe pick up their first win today?
It's very possible. We'll see what they have here in the final 24 minutes of action. I mean, we got a brief word out of Coach Brian Collins on his way to the locker room. You let him know about the 22-5 run. He said, yeah, I know, because we're better than they are. And, you know, that was very definitive and very defiant because he didn't like what he saw in the first half. He feels like they underachieved and they underperformed. So, you know, you got 24 minutes to right the wrongs of the first half. What can the Charlotte Tribe do to come away with their first win of the year? And what can the Crusaders do to stop the bleeding, because they were up by 18 and have been walked all the way down?
Next week we'll be in Fayetteville as the Winston-Salem Wolves and the Fayetteville Panthers will tip off at 4 o'clock. And then the following week will be on Saturday will be Carolina Thunder and the Carolina Chosen Lions. And that game will tip off at 4:30.
And speaking of those Carolina Thunder, the defending ECBL champions, currently up in the first quarter over the Upstate Redhawks by 2, 28-26.
Hines kicks it to Wyndham. Wyndham goes inside, and I can tell the different basketball coming out for the Crusaders here in the opening possession. Running a play. Calhoun starts the second. Goes over to Hairston. Hairston double team, goes to Parks. Parks to Bennett.
Even a different look for the Crusaders,
too. Got a 3-second call.
Even a different look for the Crusaders, too, Petey, as Quincy Nolan has come into the game for the first time, number 22. We did not see him in the first half, so clearly an adjustment made by the coaching staff of the Crusaders during the halftime break.
And Tribe tied up with a 3-second free throw.
A defensive 3 seconds called against Proel, standing in the paint, just taking up space.
That's our first tie tonight as Bennett, correction, Kennedy.
So close to getting it to fall.
Kennedy looking for the first lead for the Charlotte Tribe. The southpaw free throw rims out.
Missed free throws have plagued the Tribe throughout this game.
10 missed free throws for the Tribe. They lead by 1, 43-42. Wyndham wide open to the hole, misses the layup. Could be that side of the, could be that goal, Craig.
Might be. Good ball rotation by the Tribe, and
Calhoun couldn't connect as Wyndham lets it roll right out of bounds.
I think players are hearing footsteps on that side of the floor for some reason. They just throw it up willy-nilly and miss. Look at the active hands defensively by Calhoun.
Calhoun to Ray. Ray back out to Calhoun for 3. Front of the iron and flat-footed rebound comes right in the hands of Josh Hines. Correction, it was Wyndham. Hilton going in and fouled by Parks. Emilio Parks saying he's trying to go for the ball.
Well, if trying to go for the ball means you're grabbing his arm on the way there, then got to try a little harder next time, because Hilton clearly had Parks beat. Parks tried to slow him down. Referee saw it. Foul call, side out.
Wyndham going around the screen by Proel. Proel looking for the ball, but Wyndham takes it. That's Wyndham 0 for 2 here in the second half.
And Kennedy skying for that rebound, using his length to keep it out of the hands of the Crusaders.
Calhoun all alone on right wing for 3. And that's the first 3 tonight for, second 3 for Calhoun tonight. It's 46-42.
Yeah, Calhoun started his night with a 3. Here he goes. His next basket in the second half is a 3. Calhoun, 12 points, leads the Charlotte Tribe. Leads all players, as a matter of fact.
Josh Hines Kicking it right wing. Hilton driving, falling, puts up the shot, looking for a foul call, but Ray come in there with a block on Wyndham.
Wyndham was going up with it, and here comes Chris Ray like a hawk out of the sky.
He saw it.
Snatching the egg out of the nest.
Crusaders will have the ball inbound in it. Wyndham pulls it back out. It's 15 on the shot clock. Nice screen by Proel. Hilton stops mid-range too hard. Pulling down a rebound is Kenny Hairston. North Carolina State Wolfpack defeat the Carolina Tar Heels tonight as the Tribe are in the State Wolfpack red today.
Could be trying to give a little good omen there for
Calhoun,
NCSU.
2 straight threes from the right wing. It's the biggest lead, 7 by the by the Charlotte Tribe.
And more defense by the Tribe at the rim. Here they come, but then again, a turnover. Crusaders get it back, but right back again, Parks. Knocked away from Parks, PD. That should be Charlotte's ball, and it is. But you can feel the energy in this gym picking up as the Tribe have started to grow into this game and make the comeback, and now have started to set the pace with a 7-point lead.
30-5 run dating back to the 9-minute mark in the second quarter.
That's right. Yeah, we are more than 3 minutes into the third quarter, and the Crusaders have not scored a single point.
Parks deep 2 off the right wing. Couldn't fall, right in the hands of Hines. Hines will push it ahead, and a bucket is good for Juan Proel.
That's 8 for Proel. Foul called on Parks. That's 3 on Parks.
49-44.
And for a temporary moment, it brings the temperature down into the gym as the Crusaders finally on the board and get an offensive board and get 2 more points just like that.
Cook right there camping out off the miss free throw. 49-46. Parks saw Ray cutting, stepping right in the passing lane to Crusaders, and they answer back with Josh Hines' 3. We're tied at 49.
Crusaders weren't going to take that lightly. Again, you mentioned a 30-5 run. Perhaps they heard you on the other side of the bench and started picking things up. But now you can feel the intensity in this game growing. Things are getting a little tight. Both sides have really grown into this game. I think we're going to see a really good contest here the final 20 minutes of this game.
Hairston going around the screen by Parks. Driving, floater, no. Volley coming out with it. Tribe. Kennedy kicks it to Hairston. Hairston contested on defense by Cook. Misses the 3. Hines in front court. Josh Hines stops from behind the arch, leaves one on the rim, and with a rebound, Cook. 15-footer Proel.
And Proel, the first Crusader in double digits in this game. He's had a nice game so far, although he's missed a couple of free throws. 10 points for Juan Proel.
Hairston for 3, and it's an air ball. Hairston with frustration as he walks down the court.
Got a good crowd here today too, PD. A good amount of the bleachers are filled. That's the energy that the energy from the fans is what's going to drive the Charlotte Tribe.
Monte Evans slowly walked up for the Crusaders. With 12 on the shot clock. Proel straight to the hole with a baby hook. It's 53-49.
And he made it look really, really easy too. Just a couple of dribbles, 2 steps, put it up. Nicely done by Proel. 12 points for the big man.
3 for the baseline, and All alone on the right side was Cook with the rebound.
Quietly, the Crusaders have come back to take the lead after trailing by 7. They fought themselves back, put 11 straight points up on their own.
Putting a body right on Bennett, backing him all the way down. Proel with his 4th straight. Back to a 6-point Crusader lead. Nice pass, but isn't a pass lane is stolen. Here come the Crusaders, up and under layup. You can count it for Hilton.
It's trouble in
Coach BC doesn't like what he's seeing. Back to an 8-point Crusaders lead. We're going to take it with them.
1 in 3 adults in America have pre-diabetes, but most don't know it. To let people know it can be reversed before it becomes type 2 diabetes, professional basketball player Julius Randle is doing everything in reverse.
I'm only dunking with reverse windmills. I drove the whole way to practice in reverse. I don't recommend it. This move's called the reverse shuffle. I do recommend it. And it took me months to learn how to speak in reverse, like this. Here's 10 almost for diabetes type 2 with living Ben has mom my.
15-7 run by the Crusaders. They regain the lead by 8. PD Norris, Craig Green here inside Mountain Island Fitness in Charlotte. 5:56 left, 3rd quarter. Craig, it's been a run, both teams with big runs here so far tonight.
It's been a game of runs. Both teams, back and forth. Each team taking the other team's best shot. That's what we like to see. Competitive basketball. That's exactly why we want to be here for the game of the week.
Calhoun. Not sure if they ring it up as a 3 or 2, but it was a putback.
I think they're going to count it for Chris Ray.
Chris Ray.
And then Hines answering back. He's got 7. Ray has 7 as well. An athletic play by Chris Ray. Again, I think the sweet spot for him is going to be around 15 to 16 points.
It's Bennett air ball. Right in the hands of Kennedy. And Kennedy is stripped, falling to the ground, and ball will be Crusaders.
He almost did a bicycle kick there with the basketball, trying to jump up in the air as he was falling backwards to the floor. He kind of popped it up in the air with his foot and got another timeout here. They're going to talk it over on each side.
59-51, Craig. The momentum went Charlotte's way. Calhoun, I don't know. To me, it was still in the cylinder. The shot was coming back. It rattled out, went up, and it was coming back down. Going to go through. Chris Ray went over the rim, touched it as it went down, went from a 3 to a 2.
Maybe they're playing Olympic rules. Who knows? I thought it could have been goaltending as well, but, have to get clarification on the ECBL rule when it comes to balls over the cylinder. I don't know. It was a bang play. Hard to say, but yeah, you could have had a 3 possibly there. Instead, you get the 2. Either way, it's points for the Charlotte Tribe. They need them badly after being up by 7, now trailing by 8. It's again, game of runs, back and forth they go, but who's going to get the better of it here the final 17 minutes? That's what I want to see.
17-9 run by the Crusaders. They lead 59-51 with 5:07 left. East Coast Basketball League Game of the Week. Brought to you by High Level Media. Josh Hines calling out, signaling the play. Alexander with the screen and rolling was Proel. Didn't get the feed. Lobs it into Proel. Double teamed. Cook with a runner.
A sweet runner by Cook, and he's up to 9 as well. Again, it's been a total team effort by the Crusaders. Got 2 players in double figures and at least 5 players or 7 players with 6 points.
Harrison rises up on the baseline and misses it with a putback. Kennedy, and he misses. Here comes Josh Hines in the offense. Stutter stepping on Gibson. Putting his body on Gibson. Turnaround jump shot right in the hands of Kennedy.
Good help defense by Berwin Bennett to come over and affect the shot of Hines.
Ray on the right wing. Going around, kicking it to the baseline, and Kennedy all alone with the put.
Great pass by Ray to find him wide open on the weak side. No one there for the Crusaders to stop that play.
8-point lead, 61-53, 19-11 run by the Crusaders here in the second half. Threes in and out. Kennedy with a rebound.
Oh!
It's right off of Kennedy out of bounds.
Don't credit me with an assist there.
Just about took us out here, Craig.
Next game would have been sponsored by AARP if that was the case.
Or State Farm.
Yeah. Yeah, mayhem.
Evans.
Referee asking for 3:35 on the clock. I'm guessing it did not start on time. Crusaders ball in front of the Charlotte bench.
23 on the shot clock. Evans looking for separation on Bennett. Drives baseline and gets his own miss. Out ahead, Cook for three. No, does not fall, and Bennett with the rebound.
Good defense by Bennett, but he just couldn't spot the ball the first time around to prevent the second chance by the Crusaders.
Luke Gibson for three. Nice box out down low for Hicks. He's boxing out Chris Ray.
Hey, Hicks also got his forearm high up into the neck of Chris Ray, and Ray again looking for the foul call. Referees aren't buying it.
Nolan's turnaround baseline jumper's good.
Man, that jump shot was so smooth by Quincy Nolan. He looked kind of like he was doing his own inner Emilio Parks out there, and a little fadeaway off the back foot.
10-point lead. Evans with the rebound.
Yeah, Hairston no good on the runner.
Ball was tipped. Stay right with the Crusaders. 2:25 left. 10 on the shot clock. Alexander's baseline jumper rolls off. Nola with the rebound, kicks it. They'll spin it back out with 20 on the shot clock. Nice spin by Evans. Evans goes to drop it off to Hicks. And it's out of bounds, turnover. Checking in the game. It's Emilio Parks. For the Charlotte Tribe. 2 minutes left, third quarter. Bennett shot. Circus shot as he's going up. Wasn't even square to the basket. Just threw it up. Cook driving.
And they're trying to draw contact, but this time an offensive foul. Yep, on Nolan. That'll be his first. So the Tribe have a chance to knock this down to single digits. They've fallen behind after going ahead.
Nolan threw McLeod to the floor. 10-point lead. Crusaders way. Step back three, and he's fouled. Bennett to the line.
Bennett very pleased with the call against
right
Evans. It's like, my man, you the man, ref. Thank you very much.
End of the first, Thunder up 28-26 over the Redhawks.
The Carolina Thunder not getting off to the start they wanted to this season, but they can come away with a win today. I know that'll make Coach Page and his team very, very happy as they try to defend their league championship.
12th missed free throw tonight for the Charlotte Tribe as Berwin Bennett stands in for two. Misses a second as Wyndham will check in. Expect Wyndham to play the rest of the game, Craig. He's set out.
He's been a key factor for the Crusaders in today's game. Wyndham only 2 points, but he's done a lot of everything. One of three.
63-54.
It's 12 missed free throws by the Charlotte Tribe as they trail by 9.
7 on the shot clock. They'll put up a long three, and it's an air ball. by Alexander.
That one just barely grazed the net on the way down. Gives the Tribe a chance again with a bucket here to get under double digits. But good perimeter defense too by the Crusaders. They're making the Tribe take tough shots.
Harrison rises up, hits the three, and the Tribe within 6, 63-57.
Can they finish this last minute of the third quarter strong?
Wyndham, kiss off the window. He'll head to the line to shoot 2. The bank is closed today in North Carolina, anyway, in the banking city of Charlotte.
But Wyndham looking to cash in regardless.
Short on the free throw. .43 seconds left. Wyndham looking for point number 3 of tonight. Cannot find point number 3 as Josh Calhoun will pull down the rebound, go to Hairston with 40. Can they get 2 for 1? A 3, no. Right in the hands of Proel. Correction, that was Hicks. And then Hilton, the baseline jumper, 65-57.
The Tribe can't run the clock all the way down, PD. The Crusaders will get another chance if the Tribe do score a bucket here.
Harrison with 13 on the shot clock. 1 second separating shot clock and the game clock. Bennett, turnaround baseline, good. Almost falls for Josh Hicks. 65-59 at the end of 3. 12 minutes to go, and we'll see if the Charlotte Tribe pick up the first win this season against the Crusaders. You're listening to East Coast Basketball League Game of the Week.
Need help planning your next sporting event? Sit back and relax. Event Management has got you covered. Whether a charity call, fundraiser, a preseason showcase, or a regular season game day operation, let Sit Back and Relax handle the details. Single game, tournament, and full season event planning and logistics services available. No matter how big or small, SBR has you covered. Just sit back and relax while the professionals at Sit Back and Relax take care of the rest. Visit SBRNC.com or call 919-264-8418 to get started.
Sit back and relax. Your all-inclusive event management and travel planning company. Visit SBRNC.com or call 919-264-8418 to start planning your next adventure.
Started a fourth quarter, 65-59. Carolina Crusaders and the Charlotte Tribe from Mountain Island Fitness. PD Norris, Craig Green. Bringing coverage of this week's East Coast Basketball League. Next week will be in Fayetteville as the Panthers and the Winston-Salem Wolves. Who battles? Who leads the Panthers and the Wolves next week?
That remains to be seen. We did see the Winston-Salem Wolves on the road get a win against the Rowan County Bulls a couple weeks ago. Have not seen the Panthers this season. They were off to a good start earlier today. We'll see what both teams bring next week in the ECBL Game of the Week.
Josh Hines in the right wing, driving on Bennett, step back baseline, could not flush. Fighting and coming out with it, Hines. Long 3 for Alexander. Same team as a yell. Bennett and Parks gets the rebound. Harrison with the ball with 11:26 left, fourth quarter. Long 3, and no one underneath but Hilton.
Ill-advised shot by Hairston. And lucky to not be called for a foul for running into Hilton.
12 on the shot clock. Shaking and baking on Bennett. Drives, kiss off the window, fall to the floor, and it counts.
What a take. Strong drive to the basket. And that foul, that will go against Bennett. That's 3 on Bennett. But Jordan Hines, strong move and a good finish as well. He's got 9, looking for number 10 right now. And we see Coach Brian Collins having a moment coaching up Berwin Bennett.
9-point lead. The Charlotte Tribe is led at 3 minutes and 13 seconds here the entire game. Nice 18-footer for Kennedy.
Kennedy having a pretty nice game. 11 points for him here. Most of those in the second half.
68-61, Crusaders looking to move on 3-1 on the season. Picking up the road win today against Charlotte. Josh Hines' long 3. Hines regains the lead and travels.
Here's the chance for the Tribe to knock this lead down again. You know, they've been hovering around that 7, 8, 9, 10-point deficit mark. They're down by 7 now. What can they do with the ball?
68-61, fourth quarter, 10 minutes left. Calhoun driving up and under as he tried to draw the foul on Proel, and that's exactly what he does.
Proel knocked the ball out of bounds. Referee pointed at him, said it went off your chest.
Well, they called him for a foul.
Yeah, no, out of bounds.
He set a shot clock to 11.
Yeah, shot clock, there it is, set the way they want it. But again, Charlotte, right now, looking like they're not trying to finish at the rim. Look like they're just trying to draw contact and get to the line. Got to go up strong and let the chips fall where they may.
Hairston had a good look as he... And in transition, the Crusaders continue with a 9-point lead, 70-61.
They had the 3-on-2 advantage and got out quickly, and then good pass down to Keon Hilton, who finishes on the left side.
Parks looking for someone to flash through the paint. No one's flashing. Cross-court pass out to Calhoun. Calhoun for 3, and it's good as the shot clock was just about to expire.
Good bucket for the Thunder, but again, a desperation shot. You're not going to be able to live and die on these shots for the rest of the game. You've got to find a better groove offensively. Don't wait till 3 on the shot clock to fire up a desperation 3. Good defense by the Tribe. They've got numbers if they hurry up.
Calhoun will stop and pop. In his second, Calhoun gets him within 3, and that's could be your player of the game right now, Calhoun, if the Charlotte Tribe win. Calhoun coming off the bench tonight, Craig.
He's got 5 threes. Up to 21 points. And he's playing confident. Look at the trap.
Hilton on the left wing, steps in, baseline, drops it off to Proel. Proel swing it. Baseline 3 and flushes home for Alexander.
Right in the corner, standing there. He had the perfect rotation on the shot. The perfect follow through. Like it was gonna go, like it was good when it left his hand.
Calhoun, a high post, Kennedy. Ray looking for position on his post. Goes around and Alexander must have got poked in the eye. Bucket counts. 73-69.
Ray went right around him too. 8-second call. That is just poor awareness by the Crusaders. You have got to get across the midcourt stripe in a reasonable amount of time. 16 on the clock, you're just getting to the end in Mountain Island.
Ray, back out to Parks. Parks almost threw it away. Hairston, get a screen, drops it in. As Ray was flashing through the paint, Parks double teamed and finds the bucket. We got a 2-point game, 73-71.
And again, the Tribe fighting back. They've got a little groove here. They're going on a little run. Crusaders going cold and quiet.
Powell hands it off. Out to Alexander for three. Off the base plate of the rim. 7:16 left, 2-point game. Charlotte Tribe trail the Crusaders as Calhoun whips it around the perimeter. Ray stripped. Alexander 2-on-1, takes it himself and extends the lead back to 4.
It's a pretty brave move by Alexander. Crusaders were 2-on-3 offensively, 2v3, still able to manage to finish and put the Crusaders back by 4. Beautiful pass down low, 2 passes, and now Ray draws the foul he's been trying to draw all game long.
Miller Park saw Kennedy, and Kennedy saw McLeod, working back and forth. Kennedy should have took the shot, but not being greedy, found Larry McLeod on the opposite side of the basket, and McLeod breaks the trend of 11 missed free throws for the Charlotte Tribe.
And we said Ray needed to get to 15. He's up to 10 and 11. We got a game again, Petey. 2-point ball game here about midway through the 4th.
6:38 left, approaching a media timeout. 73 points for the Charlotte Tribe, 75 for the Crusaders. Hilton. Back to a 7-point game.
That's 17 for Hilton, and he leads the Crusaders.
Calhoun out to Ray. They'll reset the shot clock to 11 as they reset it to 24. That's why the whistle was blue. Hairston into Calhoun. We got 3 seconds.
Another defensive 3-second call against the Crusaders.
We got a media timeout, 6:05 left. Crusaders 77, the Charlotte Tribe 73. You're listening to High Level Media's coverage of the East Coast Basketball League Game of the Week.
1 in 3 adults in America have pre-diabetes, but most don't know it. To let people know it can be reversed before it becomes type 2 diabetes, professional basketball player Julius Randle is doing everything in reverse.
Coming out of that media timeout, he'll shoot one of the free throws. Not sure why they called a media timeout, then turned around and gave it right back. 6:05 left. 77-74.
And full shot clock for the Charlotte Tribe as well. They can tie the game right here with a 3 if they decide to take it. Oh, look at that pass by Ray.
Ray finds Kennedy, and Kennedy missed his first shot. Second shot was good, 77-76, 1-point game.
Did it on purpose, just wants to stuff the stat sheet, get the rebound and the points. Just kidding, no, he didn't do that. Great defense by the Charlotte Tribe.
Ray kicks it. Back out, Calhoun wanted to take that 3, steps in, hits a brick wall. We got a media timeout now, 5:31 left, 77-76. The Tribe trail the Crusaders by 1.
Sinclair Broadcast Group Incorporated was founded in 1986 and is one of the largest and most diversified television broadcasting companies in the country. Sinclair owns and operates, programs, and provides sales services to 163 television stations in 77 major markets. That's more television stations than anyone in the U.S. We have affiliations with all the major networks including Fox, ABC, MyTV, CBS, NBC, Univision, Azteca, and CW. On behalf of Sinclair Broadcasting Group.
1 point separates the Charlotte Tribe and the Carolina Crusaders. 77-76 with 5:31 left. The Charlotte Tribe looking for the first victory of the year against the Carolina Crusaders. PD Norris, Craig Green here inside Mountain Island Fitness. Great facility here, Craig. Little tight, but great court. That's why we're here. The court is in great shape. Baskets are good shape. Got some hard bleachers. Look like we're back on the baseball field.
Sure do. It's a nice atmosphere here. It's small, quaint. Kind of gives me vibes of like maybe even a Cameron Indoor Stadium, or somewhere else near and dear to our heart, Richard B. Harrison Gymnasium. Kind of has those vibes as well.
Alexander gets it up the court. 16 on the shot clock. Josh Hines splits the defenders and Parks fighting. And it will go with the Charlotte Tribe with a two-handed slam. Ray, and that's the lead. 78-77 with 5:04 left. Leaving wide open, Quan Prowell on the rebound and a putback.
Came over as the help from the weak side. Nobody from Charlotte there. Easy 2 points for Prowell on the putback.
4:41 left. Kennedy, mid-range. Couldn't connect. In and out for Josh Hines. They push it up to Ray. Ray drops it off to Harrison, left wing three. And flat-footer with the rebound. Crusaders get it. Sloppy ball back and forth. Stopping and popping, no. As Hairston couldn't get it to fall either. Hilton, no. Put back. It's 81-78.
Hines was right there to grab that offensive board, get the second chance points for the Crusaders.
There to clean it up off the circus shot by Calhoun was Kennedy.
Speaking of second chance points for Kennedy, he's up to 15. In this game, going back and forth, Petey, we might see each team get to 100 if they keep up at this pace. They've been going back and forth, back and forth. Rim starting to get really big for both sides.
Alexander picking up his dribble. And we have a shot clock violation.
Lack of awareness by the Crusaders. Clock's running down. You got the shot clock on the wall right there in front of you on your side of the floor. Nobody looked up to it. No one alerted the players on the floor that they had that they were running out of time.
Wyndham will have a seat after a shot clock violation. As Cook came in for Wyndham. 3 minutes left. 1 point game, 81-80. Ray.
That is pocket picked.
Literally, his pocket was picked. Hilton splits the defenders up and under. And Ray grabs his knee as he slipped. As Ray is screaming. We're going to take a break as Ray is getting attention by the trainer for the Charlotte Tribe, is grabbing his right knee. We're going to step away.
1 in 3 adults in America have pre-diabetes, but most don't know it. To let people know it can be reversed before it becomes type 2 diabetes, professional basketball player Julius Randle is doing everything in reverse.
I'm only dunking with reverse windmills. I drove the whole way to practice in reverse. I don't recommend it. This move's called the reverse shuffle. I do recommend it. And it took me months to learn how to speak in reverse, like this.
Sinclair Broadcast Group Incorporated was founded in 1986 and is one of the largest and most diversified television broadcasting companies in the country. Sinclair owns and operates, programs, and provides sales services to 163 television stations in 77 major markets. That's more television stations than anyone in the U.S. We have affiliations with all the major networks, including Fox, ABC, MyTV, CBS, NBC, Univision, Azteca, and CW. On behalf of Sinclair Broadcasting Group.
One in 3 adults in America have prediabetes, but most don't know it. To let people know it can be reversed before it becomes type 2 diabetes, professional basketball player Julius Randle is doing everything in reverse.
I'm only dunking with reverse windmills. I drove the whole way to practice in reverse. I don't recommend it. This move's called the reverse shuffle. I do recommend it. And it took me months to learn how to speak in reverse, like this. Years 10 almost for diabetes type 2 with living Ben has mom. In other words, my mom has been living with type 2 diabetes for almost 10 years. So together, we want to say to the 84 million Americans at risk, exercise and healthy eating can help reverse prediabetes. Start by taking a simple 1-minute risk test at doihaveprediabetes.org.
Brought to you by the Ad Council and its prediabetes awareness partners.
Bet he can't say that in reverse.
At Cardinal Family Dentistry, we are honored to serve the community of Apex by providing honest, compassionate dental care. We focus on preventative care and education to make sure all of our patients enjoy optimal dental health, and we offer judgment-free treatment if you're in need of a corrective procedure. Dr. Barker and the rest of the Cardinal Family Dentistry team want to be a resource for you when it comes to your dental health, so we always keep you well-informed and offer honest guidance to help you make the best decisions for you and your family. Give them a call today at 919-589-5001. That's 919-589-5001. Or visit them online at cardinalfamilydentistry.com.
Hey, hon, what you doing?
Welcome back as Chris Ray was helped off the court by Emilio Parks, along with Berwin Bennett, as they are down there cleaning up the sweat. As he landed, and his foot went right from underneath of him. And it's his left leg. He's sitting on the bench with his head down and his left leg kicked out.
Could barely put any weight on that left leg as he was being helped to the bench. A good sign for him to be sitting up, though, as opposed to be laying down on something. So it's a good sign, but you can tell clearly he's distraught, clearly he's injured, and clearly he's upset about it. And all the best to Chris Ray. Hopefully he can get back out on the court sooner than later.
2:48 left, 1-point game. East Coast Basketball League game of the week is to the line is Hilton. Looking to extend the lead. Makes the first. Got pretty quiet in here for 5.5 minutes, Craig.
Still quiet now. I think folks they realize the magnitude of what we just saw.
Emilio Parks with the rebound, and it's right off of the Crusader. They say it's off of Calvin Cook.
From our vantage point, I did not see that at all. It looked like it went directly off the hand of Parks. But the ball don't lie, and it's back to the Crusaders.
Evans
on the turnover.
Steal.
Just a poor inbounds play.
2:42 left. Evans with the ball with a 2-point lead. Crusaders kicking it. And Hilton stabbed out from behind. Fighting Crusaders with the ball with 6 on the shot clock. Evans with 3. He's to put up a shot. They get it off. Before the sound horn. And call for a shot clock violation is Calhoun. The Charlotte Tribe will face a full court man press inbounding the ball.
And 2:20 to go in this game. Only down by one single basket. It's going to be tight here the final 2 minutes.
Harrison swings it out to Bennett. Back to Harrison. 2 minutes left. Lobbing it in Emilio Parks. Step back. Threw up the one leg, and Alexander with the rebound. Triple teamed underneath.
One Crusader amongst 3 Tribe players, and he got the rebound. And now a turnover.
Calvin Cook traveled as he come across the timeline.
Now we're under 2 minutes. So everything you do is going to be magnified here. Cannot afford any silly turnovers or missed free throws. Though the latter have really hurt the Charlotte Tribe in today's game.
Harris's shots blocked. Great defense by Harris. And correction, that was a block by Calvin Cook.
And, you know, I don't know what the referees are seeing on. Looks like that foul is going to go against Calhoun. Don't know what they're seeing on one side of the floor they're not seeing on the other side of the floor. I feel like I've seen the Crusaders being really physical defending against the Tribe as they go to the basket. They've been swallowing the whistle on one side of the floor, but I've seen similar or more or lesser contact on the Crusaders side, and yet they've been able to get the benefit of the doubt with foul calls.
83-80. 3-point lead, 1:34 left. Tune in next week as we will bring you the East Coast Basketball League Game of the Week from Fayetteville as the Winston-Salem Wolves and the Fayetteville Panthers battle next Sunday at 4 o'clock. 84-80.
Don't have to have it all right now if you're the Tribe. Just get 2 at a time.
Nice move by Parks and couldn't finish. Frustration as he bangs his head in his hand. Against the wall, but it was a great move. You can't take nothing from Emilio Parks on the move. Would have helped if he was able to connect. 1:22 left, 84-80. Misses the first.
What else is
of
new?
2. McLeod checks in as Berwin Bennett will have a seat. Ray with an ice pack on his left leg. Makes 1 of 2.
13 missed free throws by the Charlotte Tribe, and they trail by 3. Folks out there, you do the math.
Hilton contested at the rim, but it finishes.
Now we're down to about a minute, and the Tribe need points in a hurry. Gotta be quick.
Harrison step back for the 3, and it's good.
Needed that bucket badly. 2-point contest, under a minute to go.
54.7 left. 86-84.
Looks like we're gonna get a game clock correction here. .7. They've added a full second on the clock, and Crusaders ball up by a deuce. It's going to take really good defense by the Tribe to keep the Crusaders off the board here. Cannot foul and cannot miss a defensive assignment.
Great defense on the inbound by Hairston. .14 on the shot clock. Evans spins. Kiss off the window, gets his own rebound, misses. And coming out with the rebound was McLeod. Huge rebound for the Tribe.
And good defense as well.
18 seconds separate the shot clock and the game clock. Hairston.
Absolutely.
Fouled.
Devontae Evans grabbed him on his way up, so that's 4 on Evans. And an ill-advised foul because now you have put the Tribe at the line with a chance to tie. But again, PD, we've talked about it. The free throws have been the Achilles heel for the Charlotte Tribe in today's game. 13 misses from the charity stripe. Now you're in crunch time. You've got to have these 2 now. You've got to make both of these.
Charlotte Tribe has outscored the Crusaders 26-21 here in the fourth quarter. We got our third tie tonight. 86-86.
And here, essentially, PD, the Crusaders can basically run this clock all the way down and take what would essentially be the final shot. I mean, if they run it all the 24 seconds down, they'd be left with 1.5 for the Tribe, which would be a lot to ask going 94 feet to set up a shot and get a good look. So if I'm the Crusaders here, this is the final attempt of regulation. Whether you win the game on it, whether you go to overtime, this should be the last shot. You don't want to leave Charlotte any opportunity to go down court and get the game winner themselves.
Tied at 86 apiece with 25.4. We got it, like you said, Craig, 1.5 seconds separate. You can't really get a shot off. You got to run it all the way down, and you have to let it go with 3 seconds.
Yeah, and I think the Tribe. The Tribe here, their best bet is to just fall back defensively. Don't press, because again, just like we said, if the Crusaders use all 24 seconds, they have a minute. They have a second and a half for themselves. But it's really important for them to not foul, to not put the Crusaders at the line. You see a three-point shooter out there, just try to impede the progress. Don't jump in his landing space. It's going to take a special effort here to pull this victory off for the Tribe. I mean, they've worked really hard to get back into this contest, but can they finish the job here with 25.5?
Crusaders will have to go the length of the court.
And that would be fine by them, because guess what? That's time that they can waste.
Charlotte Tribe will be forced with defense.
They're going to press on this inbounds. That's very surprising to me. Now they're going to bring the ball, looks like, to midcourt.
So it will be the Crusaders with the ball. Evans will bring it in to Hilton.
Hilton should just hold the ball here.
Looking back door as Cook was there. Trying to body Parks down. Up and under. Misses the bunny with 10 seconds. And we have a
timeout called by Charlotte on the rebound. Crusaders tried to tie it up and draw a jump ball, but now they're discussing it. Well, timeout was called by the Tribe's bench. Referees are looking, and it is a timeout. It will be Tribe's ball with 8.7 to go. The Crusaders rushed this, PD. They did not take their time, and they've now allowed themselves to be exposed to the game-winning shot by the Charlotte Tribe in a game that they've essentially led the entire way.
Proel put a body on Parks, had the position on him, and went up. Parks didn't even try to play defense. Didn't want to draw the foul and lose that way. So he goes up, leaves it short on the rim with 10 seconds to go.
I bet you, I'm telling you, Coach Brian Collins probably told Parks, just get in his way. Don't put your hands on him. Just stand there and let him bump into you. If he makes the shot, he makes the shot, but don't foul him. And Parks, I mean, he did nearly a perfect job there. You know, he did not draw the foul, and the Crusaders did not score a bucket. And on top of that, the Tribe now have the ball with plenty of time to score. Now, if you're the Crusaders, knowing that the Tribe are in the bonus, you have to fall back and play defense. You cannot afford to press.
So who's got the final shot? I'd have to give it to Calhoun.
In this situation, honestly, I'd work it inside the Parks. Let Parks take a little fadeaway.
So come in. Forces up the shot.
What in the world?
Clock stopped. They put up the shot. I am not sure how that happened, but the clock stopped. So what the officials are doing right now, the clock stopped with 4 seconds. There was no way that shot should have counted. We're going to find out. We're going to stay right here.
Referees are discussing it. They're looking here. So have a discussion. And Kenny Hairston with the runner. It looks like they're adding time to the clock. The runner will count, Petey. Hairston with the shot, 0.8 on the clock. The Crusaders can catch and shoot with that. So Hairston now up to 16 points on the game, potentially the game winner. I think, honestly, a lot of that had to do with the mishandling of the last possession by the Crusaders. But it's going to be their ball in midcourt, 0.8 to go. They can catch and shoot. You need just 0.4 to do that. So they've got 0.8. They can get it up and shoot it off. And now I think there's going to be another timeout call, as I think Brian Collins wanted to see how Justin Dorst was going to set up the offense of the Crusaders.
But looking at the clock straight across from where we are, Craig, Amelia Park saved it from falling out. I looked up, the clock was stopped.
Me too. I saw the exact same thing.
4.1.
I think they stopped it thinking that he was out of bounds when he really didn't go out of bounds. So, honestly, kind of a gift for the Crusaders that they got more time on the clock, because it was mishandled by the clock operator. And, not their fault, because it looked like Parks went out of bounds. So, give them the benefit of the doubt. And also, there's no replay here in the East Coast Basketball League, so referees are doing the best they can to officiate this and judiciate what should happen. So 0.8 on the clock. I'm good with it. Crusaders get the ball. You got one chance to put it up. It's kind of like putting the claw in the machine at Walmart, trying to get the toy for your kid. One chance to make it happen right here, right now.
I tell you, they had the chance when Quan Proel missed the easy bunny. 88-86.
Here we go, Petey. We are set up. It's either going to be overtime, Crusaders win, or the Tribe win.
0.8 seconds. We will find out.
Who's got the quickest trigger for the Crusaders? That'll be the guy catching and shooting.
Hilton.
What was that? Out of bounds. It's going to be Tribes basketball with 0.8 to go. That is essentially going to do it, because they're going to have to throw the ball in and get fouled, and the Crusaders will have no time left to do anything. Should be Charlotte's ball. The clock should not have started because no one touched it.
So Charlotte will pick up their first win this season, 88-86 over the Crusaders. We'll be right back here with final stats from tonight's game. The Crusaders fall to Charlotte Tribe, 88-86.
Here's 10 almost for diabetes type 2 with living Ben has Mama.
1 in 3 adults in America have pre-diabetes, but most don't know it. To let people know it can be reversed before it becomes type 2 diabetes, professional basketball player Julius Randle is doing everything in reverse.
I'm only dunking with reverse windmills. I drove the whole way to practice in reverse. I don't recommend it. This move's called the reverse shuffle. I do recommend it. And it took me months to learn how to speak in reverse, like this. Here's 10 almost for diabetes type 2 with living Ben has Mama. In other words, my mom has been living with type 2 diabetes for almost 10 years. So together, we want to say to the 84 million Americans at risk, exercise and healthy eating can help reverse prediabetes. Start by taking a simple 1-minute risk test at doihaveprediabetes.org.
Brought to you by the Ad Council and its pre-diabetes awareness partners.
Bet he can't say that in reverse.
At Cardinal Family Dentistry, we are honored to serve the community of Apex by providing honest, compassionate dental care. We focus on preventative care and education to make sure all of our patients enjoy optimal dental health, and we offer judgment-free treatment if you're in need of a corrective procedure. Dr. Barker and the rest of the Cardinal Family Dentistry team want to be a resource for you when it comes to your dental health, so we always keep you well-informed and offer honest guidance to help you make the best decisions for you and your family. Give them a call today at 919-589-5001. That's 919-589-5001. Or visit them online at cardinalfamilydentistry.com.
Hey, hon, what you doing with your phone? Taking pictures?
No, I'm asking it questions.
Like what?
Hey, Bobo. Do flowers have best friends?
I'm sorry. I'm afraid I don't know that.
Hey, follow me. I want to show you something. Look, flowers do have best friends.
Whoa.
Some answers can only be found in nature. Discover the unsearchable. Visit discovertheforest.org to find a trail near you. Brought to you by the United States Forest Service and the Ad Council.
Need help planning your next sporting event? Sit back and relax. Event Management has got you covered. Whether a charity call, fundraiser, a preseason showcase, or a regular season game day operation, let Sit Back and Relax handle the details. Single game, tournament, and full season event planning and logistics services available. No matter how big or small, SBR has you covered. Just sit back and relax while the professionals at Sit Back and Relax take care of the rest. Visit SBRNC.com or call 919-264-8418 to get started.
Sinclair Broadcast Group Incorporated was founded in 1986 and is one of the largest and most diversified television broadcasting companies in the country. Sinclair owns and operates, programs, and provides sales services to 163 television stations in 77 major markets. That's more television stations than anyone in the U.S. We have affiliations with all the major networks including Fox, ABC, MyTV, CBS, NBC, Univision, Azteca, and CW.
Charlotte Tribe outscored the Crusaders 27-21 in the fourth quarter, pick up the first win of the season, move on to 1-3 before they hit the road at Gastonia against the Snipers, who played earlier today. PD Doors Craig Green here. Craig, what a great game. It didn't start off that way.
Didn't. I mean, we looked like it was going to be just more of the same for the Charlotte Tribe, looked like they were on their way to 0-4. But again, you know, we talked about the contributions of guys like a Chris Ray. You know, we see him still on the Charlotte Tribe bench getting looked at and trying to see, you know, what his condition is moving forward. But I said he's going to need double digits, around 13, 15 points or so to be able to help the Tribe get a victory. He finished today with 13 points. Great effort by Chris Ray and the Charlotte Tribe. Again, just like you said, PD, the end of the first quarter, 28-19. They came storming back in the second quarter, outscoring the Crusaders by 8 to only trail by 1 going into the halftime break. And then again, you know, it's been a game of lulls back and forth. Both teams had the momentum. The Crusaders outscored the Tribe in the third quarter, but then in the fourth quarter, PD, 29-21 in favor of the Charlotte Tribe, and they walk away with a 2-point victory on an incredible, wild, controversial finish here on the game winner by Kenny Hairston.
88-86, can't take it nothing away from the Charlotte Tribe. From their backs against the wall all day, losing Chris Ray there in the fourth quarter to pick up the win is huge moving into next week as they hit the road to Gastonia. And the Crusaders go home against the Garden City Magic tomorrow. Both teams will play tomorrow, and not official yet, but we can pretty much say it's almost official. Chris Ray won't play tomorrow.
Yeah, he's getting his knee wrapped up as we speak on the Charlotte bench. The good sign is that he is standing up on his own with no assistance from anyone else. So that's a great sign because it was very scary when he went down on the floor here. You know, we could hear him, you know, audibly in pain, not looking very good. It was very hushed, a very quiet tone in the court. And honestly, I think that moment may have galvanized and brought the Tribe together. They may have said, look, you know, we've got to do this without Chris for the final 5-6 minutes of this ball game. We're going to band together. We're going to do what we can do to get away with the W here. And guess what? You got Victory Sunday incoming, but you can only enjoy it for a few hours because, just like you said, tomorrow they got to refocus, regroup, reload, and hit the road.
They play Gastonia, who picked up the win today against Hickory, 121-117, who the Charlotte Tribe started the season off with and lost the game here at home against the Hickory Hoyas. At the end of the third, the Thunder are up over the South Carolina Upstate Redhawks, 85-77. Craig, halftime was great. Down by 1 and you win by 2. You can't beat it for East Coast Basketball League Game of the Week.
And again, Peter, we've been talking about it. You know, we've had 4 really good games of the week to start off our season. I mean, you know, last week we saw the world get introduced to the DC Heat and what they can do. The first game here, we saw the Hickory Hoyas come on the road with an impressive showing. Then we saw the Winston-Salem Wolves as well in week 2. Also a big showing on the road with the Rowan County Bulls. And now today, a gutsy effort by the Charlotte Tribe. And again, prayers up to Chris Ray. Hopefully he can get better. He's on his way to the locker room now. But hell of a game here today, and I hope you folks out there enjoyed it, because I certainly did, sitting right here at this table.
All right, the unofficial box scores for today for the visiting Carolina Crusaders. Hilton finished with 22, followed by Proel with 16. Then Hines and Alexander both with 12. Cook the third with 9. Evans with 3. Hicks with 6. And Nolan with 2. For your Charlotte Tribe, who picked up the first win today, leading away, Harrison with 6. Calhoun with 21 off the bench. Harrison with 16. Kennedy with 15. Followed by Ray with 13, who exited with 8 minutes to go in the fourth quarter. Parks with 12. Bennett with 6. Gibson and McLeod both with the pair. Craig, thanks again. We'll be back next week from Fayetteville as the Winston-Salem Wolves and the Fayetteville Panthers battle next Sunday. We'll be on air at 3:30 for a 4 o'clock tip.
They're going to have a lot to live up to next week, because this was a barn burner. This was a great game with a great finish. And next week, I'm expecting more of the same out there in Vietnam. So hope to see you folks out there next week. Sayonara, buenas noches.
Just got a final in prime time at the buzzer from 30 feet. Chris Moore lifted the prime time players to a 119-116 victory at home against, played Garden City, correct?
They did. Wow.
Garden
30.
City Magic, yes. On the road. They did it on the road. I want to thank all the coaches.
5-0.
I want to thank all the coaches for the in-game updates throughout the East Coast Basketball League. I want, on behalf of High Level Media and East Coast Basketball League, I want to thank you, the fans, for tuning in to the East Coast Basketball League Game of the Week. Your final score for Mountain Island Fitness, on behalf of Petey Dorson, Craig Green, the final score, 88, the Carolina Tribe, and 86 for the Carolina Crusaders. Good night and God bless from Mountain Island Fitness in Charlotte, North Carolina.
This copyright telecast may not be reproduced, transmitted, or used in any form without the authorized written consent